What was the first red flag about Marcus' conviction? Options: he had an alibi, he was already in jail, the robber spoke with an accent, no physical evidence linked him, the bank had poor security cameras. The correct answer is he had an alibi, he was already in jail. A suspect already incarcerated cannot commit a new crime. The Voiceprint match became worthless the moment they checked his whereabouts. Why was the expert's testimony unreliable? Options: he never validated his own methods scientifically, he worked for the police department, he was trained in a foreign country, he refused to testify in court. The correct answer is he never validated his own methods scientifically. Unvalidated methodology with no error rate studies means the claimed accuracy was pure opinion, not science. Courts later rejected this standard. What problem did the close scores reveal? Options: the test could not reliably distinguish between them, one suspect paid off the expert, the recording quality was too poor, the expert was biased against Marcus. The correct answer is the test could not reliably distinguish between them. A 1% difference between two suspects proves the method lacks precision. It cannot conclusively identify who spoke those words. How did the real criminal avoid detection? Options: his voice was never tested against the recording, he left the city immediately after the robbery, he wore a disguise during the 911 call, he hired a lawyer who silenced witnesses. The correct answer is his voice was never tested against the recording. If David's Voiceprint had been checked early, the mismatch would have surfaced. Nobody requested it because the lab already had Marcus. Why did the judge accept the Voiceprint evidence? Options: expert testified with absolute confidence despite no validation, Marcus had previous convictions unrelated to this crime, the bank manager identified Marcus' voice, the prosecutor presented DNA evidence first. The correct answer is expert testified with absolute confidence despite no validation. Judicial deference to expert authority, combined with courtroom confidence, overrode the absence of scientific foundation. The judge never demanded proof of the method's reliability. What did the independent expert identify? Options: stress alters voice patterns, making identification unreliable, both men had trained their voices to sound similar, the 911 recording was deliberately doctored, Marcus and David were actually brothers. The correct answer is stress alters voice patterns, making identification unreliable. Acoustic stress from committing a crime produces voice variations that invalidate template matching. The original expert ignored this biological reality. What statistical flaw undermined the evidence? Options: the sample size was too small for reliable comparison, the recordings were all from convicted criminals, the database used foreign language speakers, the equipment was manufactured overseas. The correct answer is the sample size was too small for reliable comparison. A 200 voice database cannot represent a population of millions. The probability of random matches skyrockets when the comparison pool is inadequate. What did the 100% conviction rate suggest? Options: the method lacked scientific rigor and was biased, the expert was exceptionally skilled at his job, all 46 defendants were guilty of their crimes, the juries trusted his testimony implicitly. The correct answer is the method lacked scientific rigor and was biased. Real forensic methods produce conviction rates below 100% because no test is flawless. A perfect track record signals confirmation bias or method failure, not expertise. What did Marcus' case change in law? Options: Voiceprint evidence required corroborating proof to be admissible. Bank robbery investigations were transferred to federal agents. All expert witnesses had to be government employees. The state eliminated the death penalty completely. The correct answer is Voiceprint evidence required corroborating proof to be admissible. Legislative response directly targeted the flaw: Voiceprint identification alone cannot convict. Additional evidence must support it to protect against false identifications. Why did the expert face no legal consequences? Options: expert witnesses have legal immunity from prosecution. He was protected by the police union contract. Marcus refused to press charges against him. The statute of limitations had already expired. The correct answer is expert witnesses have legal immunity from prosecution. Judicial immunity and expert witness privilege shield those who testify, even when methods are flawed. This protection persists unless fraud or perjury is proven. What red flag should investigators have caught? Options: the machine needed recalibration before analysis. Webb's lawyer was asleep during trial. The witness wore a hearing aid. The bank used a new phone system. The correct answer is the machine needed recalibration before analysis. Uncalibrated equipment produces unreliable data. Experts must verify machines before comparing voice samples. Holloway skipped this step entirely. What testing method was missing from the case? Options: blind comparison with other suspects' voices, a lie detector test on Webb, chemical analysis of the phone handset, fingerprints from the getaway car. The correct answer is blind comparison with other suspects' voices. Proper voice analysis requires testing other suspects to rule out false matches. Holloway compared only Webb against the robber's sample. What failed the defendant most critically? Options: no independent expert verification occurred. Webb refused to take a voice test. The judge was hearing impaired. The court reporter had bad audio. The correct answer is no independent expert verification occurred. Defense counsel must hire experts to counter prosecution claims. Webb had no voice specialist to expose Holloway's inflated accuracy rate. What contradiction did Holloway create? Options: he testified beyond his own stated minimum requirement. He admitted the tape was too quiet. He said Webb sounded different in court. He confused Webb with another suspect. The correct answer is he testified beyond his own stated minimum requirement. Holloway demanded 12 seconds minimum but matched Webb using 8-second sample. His own testimony undermined the reliability of his analysis. What medical factor was ignored? Options: illness changes voice frequency and resonance patterns. Webb's accent shifted because of stress. The detective was allergic to Webb's cologne. Webb had recently undergone throat surgery. The correct answer is illness changes voice frequency and resonance patterns. A cold and laryngitis distort vocal patterns significantly. Comparing a sick voice to a healthy one creates invalid matches. How did the audio copy create a false match? Options: signal processing filtered out distinguishing frequencies. The police officer's voice mixed into the tape. The robber used a voice changer device. Webb's sample had background music added. The correct answer is signal processing filtered out distinguishing frequencies. Unskilled audio processing changed the spectral pattern. Holloway compared an artificially altered recording to Webb's original voice. What cognitive bias infected the investigation? Options: confirmation bias shaped pattern recognition. Webb's name was mispronounced on tape. The detective offered Holloway money for a match. Holloway had testified for Webb's rival gang. The correct answer is confirmation bias-shaped pattern recognition. Knowing the suspect's identity before analysis causes investigators to find matches they expect. Holloway unconsciously fitted Webb's voice to the pattern. What scientific standard was missing? Options: peer review and rigorous challenge didn't happen. Webb's DNA test came back positive. The jury foreman was Holloway's brother. The courtroom had poor acoustics that day. The correct answer is peer review and rigorous challenge didn't happen. Junk science goes unchallenged when courts skip rigorous examination. Holloway's methods had no scientific basis in peer-reviewed literature. What proved Webb's innocence? Options: the true suspect's voice showed a stronger match. Webb confessed to a different crime instead. DeLuca had an identical twin brother. The judge recused himself from the case. The correct answer is the true suspect's voice showed a stronger match. When forensic experts compared DeLuca's actual voice to the robbery tape, the match was statistically stronger than Webb's had ever been. What systemic failure allowed repeat harm? Options: no disclosure duty existed for expert errors. Webb's exoneration was kept classified. Holloway emigrated to another state quietly. The police commissioner ordered a cover-up. The correct answer is no disclosure duty existed for expert errors. Without mandatory reporting of wrongful convictions caused by an expert, that expert can continue damaging cases. The system had no accountability mechanism.